Hello, I listen. Football is the game. I listen. Winning is our aim. Listen, let me stay humble. Calma. Let me stay humble. However, look, the reality is, if you understand the rivalry between Barcelona and Chelsea, you will understand how special this match was going to be regardless. Many people want to put it between Lamine Yamal versus Estevao. Yeah, understandable. 2 wonder kids. Do you know what I mean? 2 wonder teams doing their bits. You know what I mean? It's what it is. So, but obviously I'm a Chelsea fan, innit? You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is, if you're a Chelsea fan or a football fan, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications. Obviously, I do other content and I react to stuff like that. And if you were watching my content yesterday, you would have realized I did something. I was reacting to something, and then the part I was reacting to, and I was smiling, but I was only smiling because I saw Estevao Williams score. Do you see what I'm going to say? And I've also Liam Delap score, and I was reacting to something that was very sad. Which you see this situation here with Bouncer. That's what that was. Do you know what I mean? If you know, you know. But anyway, we'll get to that another day. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the post notification. Like I said, my name is Versatile. I could be trust me. We can trust when it comes to all things reactions. But we're going to do something completely different around there when it comes to doing reaction videos, when it comes to Chelsea football related content. Yeah, because the reality is, you know, when give me a second. Hold on, I need to make sure that all of this is kosher. All right, so like, you know, when it comes down to this type of content, I've got to do the best I've got to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our favorite undercover Chelsea fan. Yeah? Our undercover Chelsea fan. Oh, he's live now. Who would have thought? All right, shout out to Saeed TV. Saeed, should I say. Let me go to his channel. Shout out to Saeed, though, for real. If you're a football fan, you should subscribe to his channel. If I see one more football content from him relating to Chelsea and it's something positive, I'm definitely subscribing. How about that? How about that? But yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Obviously, I had to watch a bit of it because I'm like, nah, it's time for me to react to this and make sure this will be the first thing I react to. The first thing.
In the UK, there are more than 3 million lost pensions. At AJ Bell, we're on a mission to reunite you with yours. Open an account today and let us help find your long-lost pensions. All
right, let's go.
Performance from Enzo Fernandez.
Let me read it out from the very beginning. I mean, I do that, there's adverts. Can you imagine?
Get iPhone 17. More delightful.
Team iPhone or Team Android?
With O2 this Black Friday, save up to $306.
Because I'm Team Samsung. You get it?
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Please like the video right now and subscribe if you are new. Anyway. Hype the video as well. Please do hype the video. And Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. Yes, 3-0. I repeat, Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. It was a convincing performance from Chelsea, a demolition job on Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, quiet.
Listen, imagine you got someone who is a op. This brother is a fan of Manchester United, and he is hyping up Chelsea. What can I say? Me, I ain't got time to be watching other games like that. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I just can't do it anymore. I really can't. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, if the op win, they op win. If they draw, they draw. They lose, they lose. It's not that. It don't mean nothing to me. It means nothing to me. But at the same time, if I care about my club only. But the fact that he's an undercover Chelsea fan. Let's keep it all the way above. Let's go.
Estevao shines. This is a fixture that if you don't know about the history, you don't know about the controversy, if you don't know about what's happened in the past, you will know that there is extra spice on this game. There is.
Facts. Because if you didn't know all of this, effing disgrace. If you know, you know. Shout out to King Dropper. Like, for real. Let's keep it moving on.
There's a lot on this, you know. If you know, you know.
And I saw a crazy stat, yeah. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, yeah? This is where I should be you know what? Let's just keep playing it.
But Chelsea, in this game, even despite with the red card of Barcelona, we're always going to win this game. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, Chelsea, there was a chance for Ferran Torres, and the game might have changed in Barcelona's momentum. But I can't lie, bro. That high line from Barca.
The Chelsea app wasn't working. Like, it wasn't working. I want to do my prediction. I'm like, cool. The team lineup's available. Let me do my prediction as per usual, yeah? And I couldn't. And I didn't want to do it, be it on a thing where I just tweet it or whatever the case may be. I thought, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, if I know within my hearts of hearts that Chelsea are going to win this game, and they're going to win, innit? But then I didn't expect them to win 3-0. My prediction was going to be 2-1. I kid you not. And the only reason why I can tell you why I thought it was going to be 2-1 is because I had an inkling we were going to win. I also had an inkling that Liam Delap would score his score for us. For some reason, this was prior to knowing the team selection. For some reason, I knew he would score against Barcelona. This is why I need to consistently do these type of reaction videos so you can hear it for yourself what my thoughts are, because at the end of the day it's going to be on record, and if I said anything wrong, or do you know what I mean, if not lied, but like if I like, you can, I don't want to say I could put a foot wrong, because there's times that, like, when I have put a foot wrong, I'm like, all right, you know what, I'll hold my hands up. There's times where I said it's going to be this result, but it wasn't. There's times where I said it's going to be this result, and it was. Do you see what I'm going to say? It is what it is. That's life, innit? But look, I predicted it's going to be 2-1. It ended up being 3-0, but I predicted it was going to be 2-1. Because I was reacting to Big Bang's album, and you can look at my live stream there, and you can see whatever, yeah? But basically, it's during that time I was reacting to the song La La La. And for the first time after reacting to that song, to that music video, like, that probably is the third time I've reacted to that music video. Yeah, I reacted to the music video on a basis of just reacting to many of Big Bang's videos. Then I reacted to it again, part of one of their single albums, like their pre-debut single albums. And then I reacted to it on their actual debut album. Do you get it? So the first time I clocked, there was a thing where it said 2-1. Now, normally I don't do predictions like that, but it's like, if I'm seeing things like that and I'm seeing that for the first time and it's around the time where the lineup's there, of course I'm going to say, you know what, maybe it's 2-1. Do you know what I mean? But I still thought, regardless, we're going to win. I just don't know why. Maybe that's the fan in me that wants us to win. But again, if it's up to me, we'll win every game. But anyway, let's go.
Barcelona is a big problem. And I think Chelsea would have found a way in the end. Let's just be brutal. Let's just be honest, and let's just be upfront with it. Chelsea were finding gaps in between the lines, and they were carving them open at ease, bro. Neto was going in there. There was so many opportunities. Even Enzo was trying to box crash. There were so many situations where Barcelona were vulnerable. But this is a big...
Talking about box crashing, Enzo Fernandez could have ended on 2 to 3 goals. He could have ended on a hat-trick. I kid you not. I kid you not.
Win for Chelsea. Big win in a crucial week that sees them play Arsenal. What better way to go into the Arsenal game? What better way to give yourselves that confidence? Say, yo, we are ready for you, Arsenal. We are ready for you in this so-called title race. We're here. We're not no pushovers. You know what I mean? You beat Burnley, 12:30 kickoff. And now you go into this game against Barcelona, where you know what? They do have quality players. They do have superstars in their team. They are a very good team. Again, tactics aside.
And the thing is, some people want to say, "Oh yeah, but they had the injuries. These players weren't there." Blah blah blah. Forget that. Do you know Cole Palmer was injured? Levi Colwell was injured. Like these people, or not. I don't want to say Cole Palmer was injured. Like I feel like he was available, but not available for this match because it was too soon. So, despite the toe situation, I feel like he should be fine against Arsenal. I could be wrong. I don't know. But irrespective of that, I like the fact that we don't have that mentality or thinking because we're missing out on key individual players that we act depleted. And mind you, look, Barcelona didn't act like they were depleted either. I think what people need to take into consideration is we actually played very, very well. Like, yeah, I was reacting to content on my live stream on this channel, which you can watch. But like at the same time, I was watching the game, and the way we was playing, I was like, "Yo, do you know what I mean?" Like, yes, some people put this as one of the best performances under Maresca. That's arguable because also the game against PSG is definitely up there. Not just because it was a final, but it felt like, I don't know. It just felt like it was a proper turning point. And you could say, yeah, but PSG played a lot of games and it was towards the end of the season. No, listen, we also did well defensively and we did well attacking wise. The first half, we sold up the game. Second half, defensive mastermind tactics. Defensive, like it was. Do you know what I'm saying? It was. I don't know how to explain it. As for this game, I don't even know. It's amazing. Like everyone did their job. Everybody was on job, and it's mad because if you look at the lineup, you wouldn't assume that. You would think, where's the goals going to come from? But this is Chelsea Football Club. Our goals have always come from everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Don't be surprised if you see Robert Sanchez scoring a goal or two. You know what I'm saying? Not an old goal, by the way. Don't get that twisted now. But I'm talking about, don't be surprised if he scores for Chelsea. You know what I mean? Don't ever be surprised. But obviously, I don't think he'll get to that. You know what I mean? But let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Maresca today got it spot on with the lineup. Reece James, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, every single player knew their job today, bro. They didn't allow De Jong to get on the ball and do his little stuff. Yes, Pedri was a big miss. But all in all, they dealt with Barcelona, whatever came across them. They dealt with him. Even the back line looked solid today. No problems. Yes, again, there was a 10 men. But even before that, there was one chance from maybe Fermin Lopez and Ferran Torres, but not a lot happened. Chelsea got the goal for an own goal. I think it was...
And do you know what's mad, yeah? What you're talking about is very interesting because I think those chances that Barcelona had, it was only down to individual mistakes. That was it. Barring that, we had them on lock and key. Like, for real. And this is what I've been saying. If you think about it, if we can fix up our individual mistakes, do you know what I mean? Because it's our mistakes that's leading towards goals being leaked. But the good thing is, guess what? There's this statistics where we're gonna play this real quick. I'm gonna find a statistic and we'll get into it. But there's a massive statistic that you have to give us credit for. Yeah, if you don't give us credit, all right, cool, whatever.
The short corner, played it into the box. I think it was Enzo Fernandez had a shot, came off Ferran Torres, then came off Koundé. I don't know what's going on, but it was 1-0. And then you think to yourself, they're in trouble now. Because now Barcelona need to play. And now there's going to be space in behind. And that's what happened. I don't know what this Araujo is doing. He's the most bozo defender ever seen, bro. What's going through his brain? What is going through his brain as he absolutely...
I found it, yeah. So, and by the way, before I tell you that stat, yeah, you know what's mad? Kunde or Kundes, whatever his name is. Imagine Chelsea wanted to buy him. I wanted him to come to Chelsea. So let's not even fret about that. I wanted him to be a Chelsea player at one point. And then when he rejected us, I'm like, all right, cool. Go to Barca. And then when we play you, yeah, we will slap you up. You know what I'm saying? And we did just that. And he scored an own goal. How about that? At Stamford Bridge. Hey, ain't last week. But anyway, all right, so the record I'm talking about is Chelsea broke Barcelona's incredible 53-game run ended by a stoic Chelsea. Basically, they scored in practically every match possible. Fifth, that's a massive shout out to Barcelona for achieving that, by the way. But we ended that for them. We ended that. we ended that. Do you know what I mean? And hey, listen, because you know when they say we have defensive weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? They're saying we need new centre backs. If we're gonna keep a clean sheet against Barcelona, you know what I mean? Who are also free scoring a type of team, do we need new centre backs? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Clatters the Cucurella. Unbelievable. Like, generally, what is wrong with this guy, bro? Like, he is absolutely brainless, bro. Crazy. 1-0 down, then you got 10 men, and you think to yourself, Chelsea now have to step up.
Sneak in some deals. Up to 40% off this Amazon Black Friday week. Ends 1st of December.
Hear me out, yeah? We were still all over them. Pause. No, did he? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And boy, do they do that in the second half. Second half was all Chelsea, man. And guess who stepped up? The star boy. The truth. I'm telling you now, people. If you are a rival, if you are a hater, and you're looking at this Estevao kid and saying, yo, I hope he flops, I'm telling you, save it. Allow it. Telling you right now.
Man said, save it. Allow it. And shout out to Saeed, you undercover Chelsea fan. I see you. You're an undercover Chelsea fan. Let's keep it all the way a buck.
This kid is going to the top. This kid is sensational, bro. Val is that guy, bro. The goal is unbelievable. But that's his trademark finish. On his right foot, bang.
Nah, for real, that is his trademark finish because he scored a goal like that similar when he was playing for Palmeiras. You know what I mean? Versus Chelsea, ironically enough. You know what I mean? But in the Club World Cup. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
He skips past Balde, gets on his right foot, boom, bro. And he let Yamal know what's going on. Tonight it was Lamine Yamal for Estevao. That's what it was today.
Yeah.
And Estevao said, yo, bro, I'm that guy. I'm that guy, bro. And that was on.
And for those who think Lamine Yamal didn't turn up in that game, he had one chance, yeah? If I remember correctly, he had one or two chances. No, he had one clear chance it was a weak shot. It was a very weak tame shot. And you always got to give defenders credit, yeah? And you have to give Cucurella credit for locking up Lamine Yamal, locking him up in a cage. He has him in his pocket. You know what I mean? Like, brilliant defending. Like, brilliant. But let's keep it moving now. Like, because you can't always say, oh, they had a bad game. They had a bad game because of how good the other opponent was. Simple.
The biggest stage. Not in a competition. Everyone watches the Champions League. It's a world-renowned competition. Everybody's watching it. The eyes are there. And an unbelievable goal. He's just, for me, is a sensational footballer. Brazil have got themselves a superstar. I'm telling you right now. The kid, if he can stay grounded, if the Chelsea fans can manage their expectation, but to be fair, how can they when this guy is such a...
No, see, look, as a Chelsea fan, I'm going to speak as an individual for myself only. I've always said, yeah, that when it comes to youth or players that are at least under 23, under 24, they need time. They need grace. They need to be able to grow and develop, right? And as much as they can show their potential and show how great they can be or show how great they are, you can never badger them to always be consistent 100% every single game. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't expect that much from them. If they're 24, 25, all right, cool. Fair enough. But under that, give them time, give them grace. And also, you have to bear in mind, if they're new to the country, if they're new to the league, if they're new, do you understand? You have to give them time. And for me, I have no expectations. When he came to the club, I had no expectations. Even when we signed him, and the first announcement, I'm like, why are we signing a kid, bruv? I was just confused. But I'm starting to see the vision. Do you understand? And it's not just him. Remember, we got Kendry Payers as well. That kid there? Oh, my days. I don't think people are... Anyway, listen, let me not talk too much. Yeah, but all I'm going to say is I'm humble about it.
Unique talent, bro. His dribbling, his understanding, his awareness, his thinking. It's not the most... different. I would say, in terms of Neymar, I wouldn't even compare him to Neymar, bro. He's basically a similar version to Lamine Yamal. In terms of when they get the ball, they're looking to pass, they're looking to dribble, they're looking to get... The way they get around you is so easy. It's just one little drop of the shoulder, one little movement. Bang, it's simple, but yet so good. And that's how brilliant this kid is, man. And generally, you can call it glaze all you want, but sometimes you have to admit it, man. This Estevao kid is going to the top, bro. And on the other side, Lamine Yamal today got locked up. Cucurella today, bro. He said what he said. He said, bro, we are Spanish internationals, but when it comes on that football pitch, you are my enemy. And Lamine Yamal effectively in the whole game did barely next to nothing. He had a few glimpses in the first half where he made a couple of key passes, but overall he got hooked. He didn't like getting subbed off. He looked to Hansi Flick and said, yo, what are you doing? And Cucurella.
And the funny thing is that you see when, Prime, they're very smart. Amazon Prime, because I was watching on Amazon Prime, innit? And you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, they're so rude. Yeah, the cameramen are so rude. They basically panned it to when Estevao scored, they after a while they panned it to Lamine Yamal's reaction. he was fed up. He's like, yeah, it's over. In his head, you could tell it was over. But it's mad because the game against Inter Milan, was it a game against Inter? He didn't have that mentality. So what changed? Leave your answer in the comment section below.
Cucurella today locked him up, bro. The rise of Cucurella, man, is ridiculous, bro. This left back that everybody was laughing at a couple of years ago, maybe opportunity in a window for maybe him to move on, linked with my United of all people.
He was linked to Manchester United and he rejected them. He said he ain't going to Manchester United. What are you talking about? I'm staying here, bruv. If I got to prove my worth, I'll prove my worth. And that's exactly what he did.
But then his rise now, dependable. He's so dependable right now. He barely puts in a bad game. Defensively, 1v1, you can't get past him. Broski, it's mad, bro. How improved he's become now. Big game player. Like I said, on the team sheet, week in, week out. Going forward, defensively. He's become a complete left back now. And that is very rare to say. Spain had one over there in Balde, but it's Cucurella that's going to be starting at the World Cup. Let's be honest. Balde, right now, today, we've seen Cucurella is ready because he's like, yo, I just locked up one of the best wingers in world football with you. You've let Estevao get through to you and take a shot on. So I'm the guy.
That's the point.
I want to say, for me, Enzo Fernandez had another good game as well. I can't lie to you. I thought it was a matured performance of Enzo Fernandez.
See, this is why I need. See, this is why I keep on saying it. Saeed is an undercover Chelsea fan because I don't think people understand the levels of Enzo Fernandez. The levels. He's like the Argentine Cesc Fabregas. It's as simple as that. Combined with Frank Lampard. Yeah, I said what I said. You understand? He's that combination. I said what I said. Let's go.
A disciplined performance from Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, he lost a couple of duels tonight, but I think he's understanding of the game. He got the assist as well. I thought tonight he understood the assignment. Enzo Fernandez understood the assignment about being.
And not only that, you see when Reece James came off and Reece James was given the armband to Enzo Fernandez, I don't know what he told him, but I swear he must have said, let's keep a clean sheet. Let's make sure we get this win and keep a clean sheet at home. That's what I feel like he told him.
A team player today, an experienced player today. Like I said to you, he's still young when you look at it. What is he, 23, 24? But yeah, he's bought under big money. There is a lot of criticism on Enzo Fernandez, but I thought today his ability to go box to box, his ability to get on the ball and make things happen, I think his understanding, his reading of the game today was good. And I felt like for me, he just linked up well with the attack and defense. I thought he was very, very good today, man. I thought Caicedo, I mean, what more can Caicedo do that we just know is just normal? It's almost like you can't praise Caicedo anymore because everything becomes normal now. It's almost becoming too normal. Like, to the point where, can we even praise him? Because it's expected of him. It's just going to happen. Defensively, again, in that midfield, lack.
And you know what's mad? It's the fact that we got baby Caicedo there waiting. And he, like, you know who baby Caicedo is, isn't it? Leave your answer in the comment section below if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Leave the name in the comments below. I want to see you say the names. Yeah? Leave it in the comments below. That he's always smiling. Like, he was in the stands, he was smiling. But anyway, let's go. Like, he's another boss in the middle.
Cough, bro. Let's go. Recovery tackle after recovery tackle after recovery tackle. He's there every step of the way. And that's what you want for him, man. Reece James, again, another captain's performance, another player. Again, you want in your team week in, week out. You want fit week in, week out. Again, another performance where you're looking at him and you're like, yo, right back, centre mid. He's a complete kind of player in a sense of like, one thing that Chelsea have got here in their team that I think maybe people need to kind of be watching and be an eye out for them. They've got a lot of players that are good at pretty much anything. Like, I want to say they've got...
I know we joke about and say that Saeed is an undercover Chelsea fan, but for him to actually recognize this, you have to be a Chelsea fan. You have to be a Chelsea fan. I don't know this about Manchester United. do you see what I'm trying to say? I don't know this about Man United. I really don't. So this is interesting. Or do you know anything about your ops? That, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's good to know your ops. Don't get that twisted. But like at the same time, to this level of a detail, come on, man. You're a Chelsea fan, Saeed. Admit it.
Like a star quality, but they're quite good at everything. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, with Reece James, he's good at everything. Caicedo, you could argue, you know, he's complete midfielder as well. Like, okay, the attack is different, but they've got a few players in there that are like very good at pretty much everything. Receiving the ball, calmness on the ball, tackling, defensively, attacking, like, they're pretty good, you know. And Reece James, he should be on an England team sheet. If he's not playing for England, yeah, it's an absolute criminal.
Don't worry, Thomas Tuchel is the manager. He will have him on his team sheet one way or the other. Like, for real. Even if it's a friendly, he will have him on his team sheet. First name on the team sheet. It's not even Harry Kane, the captain. It's Reece James. You know what I mean? And look, Chile wants to call back eventually he's going to get that callback in the England squad. And we're going to see that Reece James and Chile on the flanks. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Left wing, right wing. Get me? We're going to see that for England. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's go.
If he's not there playing for Chelsea, man. But I can't lie, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, brilliant performance. Yes, it was 10 men, but that's all you can do. You have to beat what's in front of you, and you beat them convincingly. Biggest night. We all said to Chelsea, yo, can you do it on the Champions League? Forget the Club World Cup. Can you do it in the Champions League? And we found out that today. Delap got his goal as well. I think he kind of needs.
Hold on. That's not what you lot was saying. Forget the Club World Cup. You lot was saying about the Conference League. That's what you lot was saying. You lot was saying that the Europa Conference League is nothing or whatever. All right, cool. Can you do it in a Champions League night? Yes, we can. Do you know? There's even another stat, yeah, with I need to find the stat again, yeah, but there's an interesting stat that Barcelona have only beaten Chelsea once at Stamford Bridge. Once. Listen,
that, if I'm being honest with you, and I think he'll want that as well. But yeah, big week now. Chelsea, Arsenal, Sunday. I don't know what you guys have got your money on, but Chelsea have to win. Chelsea have to win. And then we've got a title race. A big
Are you sure you're a Man United fan?
Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.
No. Is he sure he's a Man United fan? Hey, what's going on? Like, wait. What is going on? I'm actually going to subscribe to your channel because he's a Chelsea fan. Is this clear? He's a Chelsea fan. Subscribe to my channel as well, especially if you're a Chelsea fan. Jig is up. You are defo a Chelsea fan. He's defo a Chelsea fan, alright? See, look, Black and Hype, big game next against Arsenal. If that's not a Chelsea fan type of thing that you comment, come on now. Anyway. Let's react to something different now. Normally I react to other stuff, but this is completely different now, yeah? So now we're going to react to Fan Reaction TV. Let's get straight into it. No delays. Let's go. Wait, hang on. There's how many of there? I'm going to see what's the best one to go to. Okay. This one. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. Get me. Oh, man. World champions doing what world champions do. You know what I'm saying?
This video is sponsored by OKJersey.com. They've got all the latest kits and loads of retro classics. So don't spend £70 in the shops when you can grab these high quality shirts for under 15 quid. Click the link in the description below and use the code FRTV for a further 8% off.
I'm going to have to visit that site for real.
I told you about this Chelsea team. They are a huge threat to all of the teams in Europe. Estevao. Generational talent, it looks like Chelsea have signed. And how many times have I told you about this double pivot, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo? This isn't a new thing. I'm not just jumping on a phase. I have been talking about this Chelsea midfield and the strengths it has, both in possession and out of possession.
Yeah, the point. And this is the thing. Some may argue and be like, yeah, well, they're supposed to. You spent that much money on this midfield duo. But this is the thing. Just because you spend a lot of money on something doesn't mean that it's good quality. Do you understand? or long-lasting quality. We just find a way to be able to manage, and it's working as far. Great, and I'm grateful for it. You know what I mean?
Caicedo, man, this isn't an exaggeration in what I'm saying, and listen to this clearly. The best defensive midfielder in Europe, period.
No, the best defensive midfielder in the world, because he's a World Cup champion. You get it? Leave your answer in the comments below. Yeah, do you agree with this statement? Yeah, that for a player to be world class, they would have to have won the Club World Cup or participate in the Club World Cup, but also help win the Club World Cup. Yeah, leave your answer in the comment section below. Otherwise, for me personally, I think that should be a true statement. Otherwise, what's the point of being called a world class if you haven't won at that level, a club level? Do you know what I mean? Fair enough, on international stage, that's another story. But at club level, come on now, let's go.
He is world class, and there is no debate on that. We can talk about the Declan Rices. We can talk about, that conversation with him and Caicedo. But from a defensive standpoint, he shuts off everyone. Enzo Fernandez tonight running the game. They had 3 or 4 offside goals. It wasn't just a win. It was a battering. And we could talk about, but they've only played Burnley. Oh, they only beat Wolves. Oh, but they lost to Sunderland. This Chelsea team is growing. It's maturing. It is getting better every single week. The last 3 games, they've scored 8 goals, conceded 0. When you say that about Arsenal, all of a sudden, people say they've got the best defence in Europe, which they have. This Chelsea team have been decimated at the back for injuries. They're playing Reece James in a midfield role, and they're still keeping clean sheets. Lewandowski today was locked down. Lamine Yamal did nothing. And Estevao, at 18 years of age, is showing levels.
And I had to do this video. I don't even really do Chelsea match reactions, but I had to do this video because I had to speak about this game right here, because this is a result that the most positive Chelsea fan and the most negative Barcelona fan in the universe did not predict. No one said 3-0 to Chelsea. Not a single person pre-game, whether it be a...
You never know, though. Let's be all the way 100. You just never know. Because I was on Twitter, as I am sometimes, and I saw someone post that it wasn't a result, but it was more of the person getting sent off. They predicted that. How do you predict something like that? So you never know. You never know. And I did kind of predict, even though I didn't post it, but I did predict that we'll win 2-1. But I guess he's talking about 3-0 and exact.
Barca fan, a Chelsea fan, whoever you support, no one predicted this result, but it happened. And it's a crazy result, so I'm going to have to address it, because Chelsea are a problem in this Champions League. You see Chelsea Football Club. Let me tell you about Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, whenever Chelsea are underestimated, they turn up. Whenever Chelsea Football Club are underestimated...
He's got a point. He's got a point. He's got a point. Whenever we're underestimated, we turn up. But no, aside from that, even when we are, putting up that pedestal, we still turn up. So what are we talking?
Whenever they're the underdogs, they manage to somehow, some way find a way. That's the biggest problem with hating on Chelsea. Every time you underestimate them, every time you say Chelsea, I hate you, every time you say Chelsea, I can't stand you, Chelsea, you have no chance, they turn up like crazy. Because...
So I need all you Chelsea haters to tell us we have no chance. Hate on us. Hate on us. Hate on us. You see the way that Floyd Mayweather Jr. uses the hate to win his matches, to win his fights. Yeah, we need that. We need all that hate. Give us the hate. We need it. We need it. You know that house. Anyway, I'm not. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you know what I'm gonna say. Like with Cell incorporating all the hate in their system.
They don't want to be underestimated, and they're actually a very good underdog club. And today proves it, because
yes, you can say that Chelsea can beat Barcelona, but slapping Barcelona the way that they did 3-1, I think it's very fair to say that no one predicted this
3-0, not 3-1. Let's get this right.
result. And you know, you look all over the Champions League and even last season and stuff. Barcelona deployed this high line against a lot of teams, but Chelsea stopped Barcelona from scoring and scored themselves. And for me, Enzo Maresca deserves so much credit. Enzo Maresca is very good at managing the big game. One thing we have to give credit for Enzo Maresca is he is very good at managing the big game. Estevao, nope.
Exactly, because even Estevao scored against Liverpool, and that was a massive game. I don't think you understand how much of a massive game that was. That was the game I personally believe he came of age. Some will say he came of age in this game, but I believe he came of age in a game against Liverpool because we played Liverpool at home as well. That's another thing that people need to take into consideration. Yeah. And you see the way he celebrated in the game against Barcelona, and he let people know, this is my home. This is my backyard, bruv. Do you know what I mean? This is my park. You know how we used to call Stamford Bridge the Garden of Eden, basically. Eden Hazard's garden, basically. It's now Estevao. Let's keep moving up. Let's keep moving.
Estevao. That guy is wow. Every time I watch Estevao play football, like,
the irony of him saying that, I think that was the time, I don't know if I need to remember when I did my reaction to that game against Liverpool, and I said Estevao. I'm pretty sure it was him, that game against Liverpool.
I'm so jealous. I'm just so jealous that Liverpool didn't go and try pick him up. That guy is just...
Hey, listen, can we quit all this here? Please, can you haters quit doing this? You never had a chance. Let me tell you why. The only other team that I could say had a chance, really and truly, was Real Madrid. They're the ones that can do that. Real Madrid fans can do that. Yeah? But if you're a Liverpool fan, Man United fan, whatever fan, yeah, you can't do that. You genuinely can't, because you guys were never in the running. You guys don't look out for wonder kids like that. You don't. You genuinely don't. The teams that genuinely do is Barcelona, but Barcelona usually gather wonder kids from their academy. Do you know what I mean? But it's usually Real Madrid or either Chelsea. Those are the two teams that scout for wonder kids. Those are the two teams. Like, if you look over the history and time, that's exactly what happens. So technically, I'm not surprised why we went after Estevao and we secured that deal in the first place before he became 18. It was only when he's 18 he could come to Chelsea. And look at that. We signed a defender, I forgot his name, but basically he can't come to Chelsea till he's 18. Then we got Quendo's coming to Chelsea next season. Like, do you know what I mean? Paez, listen, let's keep it moving. And Rabaj, he scored against Barcelona under 21s as well. Or was it under 21s or under 50? I can't remember. Either way, he scored.
I don't think there is words enough to describe how amazing Estevao is. Estevao is legitimately an unbelievable player and an unbelievable talent. Today's game, I have no words. I have no words for that Estevao performance. The guy was unreal. He created the most chances in the game. And he was a threat all game long. And the goal that he scored was just such a mature goal for someone of his age. He just got past the two Barcelona players, boom, goal. And that's a mature finish as well. That's a finish that you expect like a 30-year-old right winger to make. And he made that finish. And to be honest with you, Estevao deserves so much credit because someone at his age, coming from Brazil and basically performing this way against FC Barcelona in the Champions League is something that you can't just push to the side.
What better way to go into the Arsenal game? What better way to give yourselves that confidence? Say, yo, We are ready for you, Arsenal. We are ready for you in this so-called title race. We're here. We're not no pushovers. You know what I mean? You beat Burnley, 12:30 kickoff, and now you go into this game against Barcelona, where you know what? They do have quality players. They do have superstars in their team. They are a very, very good team. Again, tactics aside, Maresca today got it spot on with the lineup. Reece James, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, every single player knew their job today, bro. They didn't allow De Jong to get on the ball and do his little stuff. Yes, Pedri was a big miss, but all in all, they dealt with Barcelona, whatever came across them. They dealt with him. Even the back line looked solid today. No problems. Yes, again, there was a 10 men. But even before that, there was one chance from maybe Fermin Lopez and Ferran Torres, but not a lot happened. And guess who stepped up? The star.
By the way, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification. Let's keep it moving. Like, more content is coming. It's been a while since I've actually reacted to football content, especially related to Chelsea. So it's such a wonderful thing for me to react to Chelsea, especially on a Champions League night, especially when we win as well, especially when we played at home and kept a clean sheet. I don't care who we play against, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It's just a wonderful thing. But let's go.
Boy, the truth, I'm telling you now, people, if you are a rival, if you are a hater, and you're looking at this Estevao kid and saying, yo, I hope he flops, I'm telling you, save it. Allow it. Telling you right now, this kid is going to the top. This kid is sensational, bro. Estevao is that guy, bro. The goal is unbelievable. But that's his trademark finish. On his right foot, bang. He skips past Balde, gets on his right foot, boom, bro. And he let Yamal know what's going on. Tonight it was Lamine Yamal for Estevao. That's what it was today. And Estevao said, yo, bro, I'm that guy. I'm that guy, bro. And that was on the biggest stage. Not in a competition. Everyone watches the Champions League. It's a world-renowned competition. Everybody's watching it. The eyes are there. And an unbelievable goal. He's just, for me, is a sensational footballer.
Estevao is going to be very special. I think that, I said this in the watch along, over the years we've seen the Ronaldinhos, the R9s, the Neymars, the Rivaldos. They all end up going to Italy or Spain, or even France. We don't tend to get them in the Premier League from Brazil, and then they become...
He has a point. He genuinely has a point. He has a point, but he doesn't. Because we've had a few Brazilians before. People forgot about Ramirez. People forgot about Willian. You know what I'm saying? Not Estevao, Willian, but I'm talking about Willian. And they have a similar celebration, by the way, which is so ironic. But anyway, who else? David Luiz. But I'm guessing if you're talking from an attacking type of player, I get what you mean. And here's the thing. As a kid growing up, yeah, Brazilian talent like Rivaldo, Ronaldo, I'm talking about Ronaldo. Who else is there? These type of players, yeah, they were more or less playing in La Liga. Do you know what I mean? I swear, even the Brazilian Ronaldo played for the Barcelona, and once played for Real Madrid, which is so mad and deep it. But anyway, let's keep moving.
Amazing players. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that's actually happened with. I mean, I know we've had people like Ramirez and Willian, etc., but the really top players, and that's what I think Estevao could be. So he's an exciting player for Chelsea. And defensively, they're looking okay. I mean, I don't think they're glamorous at the back with Sanchez, Chalobah, Fofana. I don't think it's a glamorous.
I don't think they're glamorous at the back, but how many clean sheets have we kept in a row? Give us some credit. Do you know what I mean? When Enzo Maresca said we are going to be looking for, we need some solutions. We're going to be looking into solutions. We need solutions. What do you think he was talking about? Everyone thought we were going to go into the market and buy new players, which is fair enough, which is understandable. But if you know that Levi Cole is that guy that you need in the long term, then why buy a new centre back? You know what I mean? Like, we could have recalled flipping the Sassy for. In fact, Anselmino should not went on loan then when you deep it. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
Defence. I think Cucurella is very effective and Gusto's a good player, but it's not a glamorous back five for Chelsea, but it can be effective. The midfield obviously helps that. And then they've got the flair players to score goals. They could do something in the Champions League. They could. They're hard to beat. They will score goals. I still feel that Chelsea are a work in progress, though. I still feel that Premier League titles and Champions League titles would be early for them. And I know Cole Palmer's got to come back, but...
It will be early how? See, some of you people need to make up your mind. What is it do you want from us? Think about it. Like, even I was watching on Talk Sport, yeah, with, is it Jim Wright? Like, it's mad when I look see him with a yellow tie, but anyway. Like, but basically, he was saying, our Chelsea title contenders, blah, blah, blah. Are they ready? Some Chelsea fans are saying X, Y, Z, blah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, listen, I'm thinking to myself, raw. Like, what is this madness? At the end of the day, if you are in a competition, the aim is to win it. Simple. If we're playing like we're going to win it, or we're thinking that we should try to win it, it speaks for itself. It genuinely speaks for itself. Am I saying it's going to happen? I don't know. Do I want it to happen? Of course I do. If you're a Chelsea fan, you want it to happen. Let's forget last season's situation where we'd be like, oh, we're not winning the title race. Like, forget that. We're Chelsea Football Club. If we are very close to winning the title, we're very close. Let's say we're in the title race. Give the lads that level of confidence and grace. Be like, all right, you can do this. You can do this. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
I still look at Chelsea, and the two changes I would make would be a Donnarumma in goal and an Erling Haaland up front. I think that takes Chelsea.
Yeah, see, we didn't go for Donnarumma for a reason, and that's because he doesn't play the type of system that Enzo Maresca would like. You would have thought, because of the Italian connection, that was going to happen, right? It didn't happen for a reason. And plus, he costs too much in terms of wages. Erling Haaland, again, he's going to cost too much anyway. Plus, he's a goal handler. He's not a workhorse. We need workhorses. That's what we need. We need workhorses. That's why I like Liam Delap. He's a workhorse. He's still technically new to the side, but he's a workhorse. Mark Gu, workhorse. João Pedro, workhorse. That's what we need. Not someone who's a goal hanger. As much as goal hangers score a lot of goals. But anyway, let's go.
Chelsea to the next level.
Fairs, Chelsea, fairs. Chelsea just absolutely battered and destroyed Barcelona 3-0. Could have been 6. I think they put the ball in the back of the net 6 times. And even when Barcelona had 11 men on the pitch, Chelsea were the dominant team. Another big game where Enzo Maresca has got it spot on. We saw it against PSG. We saw it today. I looked at Enzo Maresca's lineup and I wasn't 100% sure. I was like, okay, well, Barcelona are gettable.
You see, this is what I was saying a bit earlier. I was saying, you see with that lineup, you initially are thinking, how is this going to set up? How is this going to play out? Do you see what I'm going to say? But that's the great thing about Enzo Maresca. He knows his squad. He knows what they're capable of. And that's all that matters.
Offensively, maybe the high line, maybe Chelsea were getting behind, but I was like, there's no out-and-out 10. You know, Enzo Fernandez is more of an 8. And Enzo Maresca's game plan worked to perfection. No Cole Palmer, no João Pedro today, no problem for Chelsea. Lamine Yamal what did he do? What did Lamine Yamal do? Cucurella got that guy hooked, stinker and hooked, ineffective. Whereas Estevao Estevao for Chelsea was absolutely nuts. How did we let Chelsea sign a guy? How did we let Chelsea sign a guy this good at 18?
How did we? How are you listening? Are you listening to yourself? Are you listening to yourself? How did we? How did we let Chelsea? Because Chelsea do what we want. How about that? But anyway,
I am worried. The Premier League needs to be worried because we haven't seen Brazilian talents like this in the Premier League. They go to La Liga. This could be the next Neymar, and he could be playing for Chelsea for the next 10, 15 years. I think we were about to see the next big thing, and in the Premier League, not La Liga. And why that's exciting as a Premier League fan, it's also like, why have we let Chelsea get him? They've got Palmer. They've got enough good players as it is, and they're going to get potentially the next Neymar. This is the next big thing to come out of Brazil, and he's in the Premier League. He ain't in La Liga. He's in the Prem. He's at Chelsea. This is worrying.
Honestly, Enzo Fernandez, I must start with.
He's like, this is worrying. Can I remind you, it's not an individual sport. It's a team sport. So just let that sink in for a moment, people. Please. It's a team sport. So as much as, be worried if you want to be. You know what I mean? But listen.
This man, because I do give him a bad and a harsh time. Yeah? That man, I am starting to realize he is a big game player. When it comes to these moments when you need your man to shine, when it comes to European football especially, Enzo Fernandez steps the F up. Yeah? In the Premier, sometimes hot and cold. But let's be honest with ourselves. Who really steps up 9 times out of 10 all the time in the Premier League? Not many players. Yeah? So you know what? I'm going to drop my agenda now. Enzo Fernandez, I know he might cost a lot of money.
Man plays so good. He said, you know what? I'm going to drop my agenda.
But on my life, that man has mentality, man. I swear on my life. I said that like 3 times. Today, he marshaled that midfield with the rest of them. Reece James, Caicedo, Santos when he came on. Absolute special day for him. And he should be going out there or off the pitch with his head held high because you are absolutely fantastic.
Going into extra time, Hydra Energetic Deodorants by...
Listen, all I'm going to tell you guys is it's just different out here. It is different. All right, normally I read comments or leave comments. I can't remember to leave a comment. I'm not going to... I don't want to do my prediction here. Even without Cole Palmer, this team is still a very dangerous team. Imagine he comes back afresh and helps the team remain of the season. Can't wait for that to happen. All right, so let me leave a comment. These reactions make me feel proud as a Chelsea fan. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's eating humble pie. Everybody's eating humble pie. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Get me? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Because I could react to so many people's reaction to this, but let's I'm trying to think which one I should react to. It's got to be either this one, the best Chelsea win in years, 6. Let's go for this one. We go for the normal stuff. Let's go.
Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel for 6 things that we learned from Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. I'm going to say this now, all right? You guys know World Cup final. We won 3-0 against PSG in the final. But for me, on GBFC, I think this might be the greatest Chelsea night, the greatest Chelsea performance since I started this YouTube channel. Now, I know that we've won the Champions League in that time. I know that we've beaten Arsenal 4-1 in Baku when I first decided to make this channel. But let me tell you now, the magnitude of what the repercussions are of what has happened tonight at Stamford Bridge, we are going to talk about this game for years.
No,
this was truly...
We definitely 100% will. And you know why? It's because of there's so many factors about it. Lamine Yamal versus Estevão. You have no Cole Palmer yet, but you got also, all right, you have to understand, we kept a clean sheet at home. Like, we're on the verge of finishing inside the top 8 in the Champions League table. Yeah? And ideally, I want us to win. That I say win, but be number 1, so whatever. But do you see what I'm going to say? Like, there's so many factors that go into this. It's just our first season back into the Champions League after so many years. So, yeah, it's going to be like, yes, real ones will talk about this. Real ones.
Superb. It was without question the best Chelsea performance of the Clear Lake ownership. I want to say credit to Clear Lake and what they've done by bringing in all of these players. It was a gamble. And if you don't believe that we're going somewhere after watching that tonight, then I don't know what planet you're living on anymore, because that really was special. That was magnificent. Lamine Yamal, who the bloody hell is that guy? He's probably halfway to flipping Piccadilly Circus right now. Put him up in the circus, mate. Honestly, Mark Cucurella is in his pocket. He'll drop him off next time he goes to Spain on holiday. Next time he goes for an Estrella or some paella, he's going to find Lamine Yamal in there and he's going to dunk him on that rice like a prawn. Chelsea, absolutely superb. From Robert Sanchez, who literally hardly had anything to do,
that was
all the way.
He didn't really have much to do. And even when he did have something to do, it pretty much easy work for him, an easy night for him. So, and you can give credit to our defense. Chalobah and Fofana, like, to all the haters in regards to Chalobah, and even to myself for Wesley Fofana, I'm like there was a time when I felt like he wasn't ready to come back into the game, and do you know what I mean? But it just proved how wrong I was, because who knew that those games, when you think about it, it led up to this night. And obviously the season ain't over yet, so that's what you got to bear in mind. So let's keep moving, let's go.
Through this team, Malo Gusto, if you're watching tutorials on how to slide tackle, just go and watch a little bit of Malo Gusto. Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah in centre-back, flawless. Absolutely flawless.
I like how Chalobah was celebrating every single tackle. I think everyone was celebrating every single tackle, but from recollection, like, Chalobah was celebrating every single tackle. Do you remember that game when we played Man City? And even the Sassy was celebrating as well. The tackle that they were making. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Them little moments. Man, that's good.
Cucurella, say no more. We've then got the midfield. Reece James, captain's display. He was gargantuan alongside Moises Caicedo, who, if you didn't know, is the best defensive midfielder in the world. We move forward.
What did I say? Caicedo is the best defensive midfielder in the world. Not just in Europe, but in the world. Let's go.
Estevao Willian on the right wing. I don't know what else there is to say about this kid. He is the one. He is the one. Enzo Fernandez in the number 10, Garnacho on the left wing, and Pedro Neto playing as a false 9. Everybody. Enzo Fernandez, best performance I've ever seen from him in a Chelsea shirt. Cucurella, pocketed, the star boy, the guy. Nah, mate, this tonight is Chelsea's. Chelsea Football Club, I love you. What I have witnessed out there tonight has given me so much energy. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, but I can't wait to watch us play again. Stamford Bridge, to all of you fans that were in there tonight, I have not heard anything like that at Stamford Bridge. And obviously, I was here streaming. I wasn't there, but I could hear it coming through the headphones, right, while Shunis and I were streaming. I have not heard Stamford Bridge like that in so long. We were electric. And the players, they saw it, they felt it, and they gave us the performance for the ages. I genuinely think, right, when we look back on this night, this is the turning point. People said to me in the comments, right, of the videos building up to this game, But what if we lose these matches? Is the season over? No, the season wouldn't have been over. But what beating Barcelona and beating them like this does, it breeds a confidence. It proves what we're doing here. It shows again that Enzo Maresca has found a way to play against these big teams. And Barcelona, they had no answers. Barcelona were blown away by Chelsea tonight. We scored, 7 goals? Offsides, handballs and Wesley Fofana? This is just amazing. And listen, I want to say a massive thank you to today's video sponsor. And boy, is this a great video to get a sponsorship on, because...
Before you get into the sponsorship, when you think about the performance that the lads did, it's amazing. It's genuinely amazing. Like, defensively good, attacking, going forward, everything was just on point. And it makes you wonder, and you can even answer the comments below. He was, obviously George is saying it's the best performance on the clear leg. But what are your thoughts in the comments below? What's the best performance so far? I would say this is at least in the top 5. Do you know what I mean? Because number 1 would have to be winning the Club World Cup. It's in the manner that we won it. No, that has to be number 1. And we played PSG, who would have, currently still are, but as of, you get the point. Do you something to say? But let's go.
This is a big one. You guys, I'll see you in a second. Today's video is sponsored by TesterUp, a free-to-use mobile app which allows you as the user to get paid for downloading, testing, and trying out other apps and games on your mobile phone. I know for one, I spend way too much time on my phone. So what better way to actually make this time that I spend more valuable than by using the TesterUp feature? I've got a link for you guys in the description here. It's totally free of charge to use, super simple and easy to register.
Anyway, let's go.
Got to do 3 steps. Download the app linked in the description, sign yourself up, choose an app to go and test, and then whilst you're on there, either playing a game or testing out one of these apps, you just answer a few survey questions. As a result of that, you've basically completed the mission, and then you get paid into your bank account. Bank account transfers on TesterUp take 24 hours, and you can get paid up to 80 quid per app that you test. So we're literally making money from sat on our backsides on this thing. And of course, it does support me on the channel. And hopefully, I get to get you guys some cash from sitting there doing nothing. But now it's going to be profitable for you to be on your phone. Let's get back into the video. And we are back. Let's begin. Box number 1. Estevao Willian. I'm giving him a blue. Now, I know you might be trying to cut my head off here. You might be trying to say, Benson, Enzo Fernandez deserves a blue, but this is the day where I realised that Chelsea have a future Ballon d'Or winner at our football club, and he's 18 years old. Lamine Yamal is substituted by Hansi Flick, but Estevao scores a goal.
He was that... Listen, he was pocketed that much that Hansi Flick said, you know what, let's just flick the switch and take him off. Let's take him off. Let's take him off. But, hey, listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Let's go.
64 miles an hour over the top of Garcia. I genuinely didn't know what to say. This kid is the one on the biggest stage of them all. 18 years old. He's arrived in London and he is the truth. Estevao was incredible. They had Barcelona players. Every time Estevao got the ball, he was swarmed. He had players on him left, right and centre because they know that he's going to hurt them. Whether it's a little drift inside, whether it's a little dribble to take a man on, run to the byline, get a corner to get Chelsea an opportunity, pass the ball over wide, little short one, then a little run. The brain, the intelligence. Man, we are so lucky.
No,
we are so lucky. And let me...
not lucky. Do you know what's mad? I've realised something as well, And you know when people use the word generational talent, I'm just thinking about, you see, when I was a teen or a child or whatever the case may be, and you're watching players like Zola. I'm watching players like Zola. This is the type of feeling that kids watching now are going to be in such awe of Estevao and realize, yo, they're going to become a Chelsea fan because of Estevao. Like, can you deep that for a moment? Some people become fans because of... Some people became a Chelsea fan because of Eden Hazard. I think even Garnacho was low-key a Chelsea fan because of Eden Hazard. So you have to understand the magnitude of this. But let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Remind you that we still need to add Cole Palmer to this beautiful concoction of a football team crafted by Enzo Maresca. Estevao Willian, performance for the ages. He was superb. Box number 2 is Moises Caicedo. Once again, this guy bossed Barcelona. And I think it's his tackle at the very start of the game. Remember Ferran Torres, right? He missed pretty much an open goal at the start of the game. And from that point then, Caicedo came back, made a lovely little tackle. That set the tone. You could hear Stamford Bridge absolutely rocking after that moment from Moises Caicedo. And he was just everywhere. Chelsea's structure today, the control that we had out there on the field was immense. I cannot believe this. Caicedo.
And it's magic because even when I deep it, yeah, I need to stop pausing often because I'm looking at time. But like, even when I was watching them coming out the tunnel for the first half, it reminds me of the Club World Cup. And let me tell you why it reminds me of the Club World Cup. I'm literally talking about, when I saw Reece James locked in, ready, I was like, yo, something special might just happen. That's what I was thinking. But I was like, I can't turn up the volume as much because I'm reacting to Big Bang's album. Do you understand? Or what was I reacting to then? Yeah, no, I was reacting to Big Bang's album. So I was like, I can't do that. But anyway, let's keep moving. Let's go.
Like, every time I see him, he's the best defensive midfielder in world football. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Box number 3, Malo Gusto. That first half performance was just a 10 out of 10. Apart from the yellow card that he got towards the end of the first half, which then made Maresca make that substitution. Andre Santos coming on for Malo Gusto. And then within 5 minutes, even Andre Santos has scored. That performance from Gusto in the first half was, again, perfection. Like, I don't ever remember a time when I've been able to come on here on GBFC and say to a man, we orchestrated every part of the game plan perfectly. There's no hyperbole here. There's no exaggeration. This is legit. Chelsea.
I've never heard of the word hyperbole before in my life up until that Kendrick versus Drake situation, battle where Drake ends up doing that lawsuit, and then obviously in that lawsuit it got dismissed because of the hyperbole or whatever, how you would pronounce it. And now I'm hearing that word often. It's mad. Let's go.
Tonight, I honestly, like, I'm sweating my ass
I've got
off.
more hip-hop reactions coming as well. So
I want to relive this. I want to go and watch the game back again. It's one of those where I literally want to play from minute number 0-0 all the way through to the 93rd minute. I want to watch it again.
Trust me.
It was flawless. Malo Gusto's box number 4. Box number 5.
Enzo
Fernandez. I'm getting my words mixed up here. Enzo Fernandez tonight. That is the best I've ever seen him play in a Chelsea shirt. I was deliberating. Do I give Estevao a blue box? I wanted to, because I feel like this was the day where it's like, it's all about Lamine Yamal. There was the Cole Palmer, tops card in the ice before the match. It was supposed to be Palmer versus Lamine Yamal. But Estevao stole the show and scored a redonkulous goal. But Enzo Fernandez was just magnificent. Gets the assist for the third goal that Liam Delap scores. Well done to Liam Delap. You've got a Champions League goal against Barcelona. Enzo Fernandez was one of the early pace setters in the game as well. He could see the high line from Barcelona and was trying to play from that deep line playmaking role, trying to play the balls over the top for Garnacho to run onto, Neto as a striker to run onto, Estevao as well. Enzo Fernandez tonight, again, another one of those players where he's divisive within the Chelsea fan base. Some people will look at the stats and be like, well, yeah, he's been great. But some people still aren't sold on him. But tonight, how can you not be?
And that's what I'm trying to say, because I need I might just do a video, excuse me, people. I might just do a video or on roles of positions that players play, especially in the Chelsea squad, so you can understand, or not just that. I'm just trying to think, because I don't want to give the ops too much things for them to study to. But anyway, let's keep moving.
Sold on this guy. Perfect. As was Enzo Maresca. The decision to not play Liam Delap or Joao Pedro was a masterstroke. What the brilliance was about this from Maresca tonight was that you had four, in that attacking four, Enzo Fernandez will run all day long and press. Garnacho ran all day long, ready for the balls over the top. Estevao, Neto, every single one of them understood what we had to do. We had to exploit the Barcelona high line, and we did it flawlessly. I genuinely think that this is one of those matches where we might look back on this game this season. We could go on and do something mad from here. And I know that people will be like, oh, it's only one game. Shut up. We just beat Barcelona 3-0 at Stamford Bridge. Honestly, my head has gone. My head is absolutely gone. Let me blow out this candle. It's probably part of the reason why I'm so bloody hot in this gaff right now. Let me get all these boxes back up on the screen. We got smoke coming across here now. Kind of looks a little bit cinematic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Enzo Maresca deserves so much credit for what he's done with this Chelsea.
Chelsea beating Barcelona 3-0 at home with Estevao Willian scoring as well. Absolute cinema. Keeping a clean sheet at home. Absolute cinema against Barcelona. Hey, listen. And that's not to say, you got to remember, Barcelona are not a bad side. That's what people need to also remember. Let's go.
Team. And listen, Arsenal coming up now at the weekend. Mark Cucurella, mate, your pockets are a little bit heavy. You have got some of the world's greatest players in there. Lamine Yamal might not be the heaviest geezer in the world, but let him out and stick Saka in there on Sunday, please. I beg you. Cucurella, man, again, he's one of those where I don't have enough superlatives in my vocabulary list to reel off the truth about just how great this was tonight. Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. This is one of the most perfect, emphatic, beautiful Chelsea performances I've ever seen in my life. I'm 31 years old. I love everything about what I've seen out there. I love the energy from the crowd. I love the fact that our so-called best player wasn't even out there either. There's so much more to come from this team. It was truly remarkable. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to probably watch this one back myself 10 times because I genuinely want to relive everything associated to this performance for a while. And, you know, sometimes I can be a little bit dramatic, but tonight deserves every ounce of praise, every ounce of credit. Known to man, Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. We hit the back of the net, what, 6 times, 7 times? 6, 7, all of it. We had the lot. We absolutely had the lot. Make sure you subscribe to Shootout, by the way. That was an iconic live stream. Link in the description. And I will see you guys with another video to relive this tomorrow because that was amazing. See you later.
Hey, listen, shout out to George Benson, man, for real, for real. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what people say in the comments. See, I want to react to Giannis's one, but it's like it's 24 minutes long, and I don't have that time right now. I'll be honest. So I should have thought about that. I really should have. Anyway, they need to strengthen the security at Stamford Bridge. An old man ran into the pitch tonight wearing a Lewandowski shirt, and it took them an hour to get him off the field. I actually understand that banter. Yo. I'm a Brazilian before Estevão made his professional debut. I certainly would be a genius. I'm 40 years old, and it's the third time in my life that I've lived. In my life, I felt this way. When Ronaldo Fernandez emerged, but Neymar emerged, and now Estevao. Barcelona had opportunity to sign him, and I couldn't believe it when they let it pass. So Barcelona and Real Madrid had opportunity. All right, first, but I swear it's just Real Madrid. But anyway, they could have had Estevao and Yamal both at 18 years old on the same team, but I'm happy he went to Chelsea, to the Premier League. A different path from other Brazilian stars. Estevao will be the best player in Chelsea history and one of the best in the Premier League. Chelsea fans, you deserve it. Before Neymar and went to Barcelona, you almost signed him. That's true. That's actually true. We did almost try to sign Neymar. And that's actually genuinely true. This time it didn't slip away. You hit the bullseye. Get ready to celebrate a lot in the next 10 to 15 years. Thank you for that. Anyway, I'm going to put what a night we have been waiting for. Nights like this to prove, yep, we can do this type of performance in the Champions League. You know what I mean? And more is to come. And I'm saying that humbly. I'm going to say that humbly as well, because listen, we can get carried away. We can get carried away as fans, but yeah, man. Look, we'll say it humbly. We did our job. We did a great job. But anyway, let's get into the next one. Shout out to George Benson. Next up is Blue Lions TV. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. I won't try and pause as much. I'm looking at time.
Come on, boys. Come on, man. We did it, boys. We did it tonight. We packed Barcelona. We packed Barcelona tonight. Man, one of the most complete performances we have seen under Enzo Maresca. The football I saw today, the desire. We bullied these boys, man. We bullied Barcelona into getting their man sent off to give the game to us even more. I am so proud of the performance I saw tonight from this team. And right now, we're seeing that we're becoming mentality monsters now under Enzo Maresca. When the occasion and the stakes get high, this team rises to them. And tonight, they all played with that belief that Barcelona are not better than us. And these guys are ready to take on anyone. Honestly.
Yeah, it reminds me of what, remember, was it Levi Cole or Reece James? One of the two. The mentality they had going into the game against PSG. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We are Chelsea. Like, PSG are PSG. Barca are Barca. We are Chelsea. It's time to remind people who we are.
It's incredibly exciting to see what's cooking at this football club right now. A lot of us Chelsea fans, rightfully at times, we have been a bit insecure. A lot of changes have happened at this club overnight. Some of them have been a bit too soon, a bit too quick at times, but we're starting to see the methods to all of this madness. And it all began all those years back when we surprisingly hired Enzo Maresca ahead of all these big name figures in the game. And that right there was the key decision, because I think it's...
No, I say the key thing that happened was when, unfortunately, but fortunately, and I'm saying unfortunate but fortunate due to circumstances, where Roman Abramovich was forced to sell the club. Do you understand? So when you put it into that context, and then the fact that the new owners brought in Graham Potter, and then when they realized, wait a minute, that's the wrong move, then they realized, okay, we bought these players, but those players are not quite hitting off the mark. All right, cool. They had a sense of direction of what they wanted us to achieve as a club. And I feel it pays off if you understand and learn who our owners are. Once you understand and learn who they are, you'll see the direction that we're generally going in. It makes so much sense. Look at the LA Dodgers right now. Look at LA Dodgers right now. They won the World Series back to back. You get me? Speaking as LA Dodgers. Ben, let's go.
So safe to say, boys. It's so safe to say that we hired the right manager for this project. Only Enzo Maresca could harness and take advantage of this level of potential and talent that is budding throughout this team right now. We're younger than what we was last season in terms of average squad age. But it looks like we're a better team. And that tells you everything you need to know about the strategy to hire the next best wonder kids in the game. And right now, we're seeing that these lot are really living up to the billing right now. And I think, bro, this ain't typified any better than the new Galactico in the making. The new star boy. The guy that could one day become one of the first Chelsea players to lift a Ballon d'Or for us in the future. And that's Estevao Willian. Because, wow, this kid's, the purity that this kid plays with, there's no fear. When other players get nervous for occasional moments, Estevao lives in them. He waits for them, yeah? He plays like he's the chosen one, and there's no arrogance behind what he does, yeah? There's no pretentiousness. It's just...
I don't think he played like he's just the chosen one. You remember the times when Eden Hazard was playing, yeah? Like, I'm talking about the days when he's playing at Chelsea, not the days when he's playing at Real Madrid. The days when he's playing at Lille, but also playing at Chelsea. These are the two key moments I think you don't understand. Like, especially at Stamford Bridge, yeah, when he's playing for Chelsea, he plays as if he's just having fun with his friends. Like he's just gone out to the park, have fun with his friends. It's that simple. He's not overthinking. He's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like everything just is so natural for him. You know the way it's natural for us to breathe. That's essentially how I can sum up Estevao Willian. That's how I can sum it up. Everything he does is so natural to him.
Pure desire to know that he understands the gift he has. He has the family, he has the network, he has the mentality to be able to get to grips with the magnitude of potential and talent he has. And he simply says, put me out on that field and let my football do the talking. Because that goal he scored today, boys, girls, everyone, Chelsea fans, this was the best goal of the Champions League so far. And the thing is that this kid's kind of, he gave us a sneak preview about what he's got in store, yeah? In the Club World Cup when he scored nearly an identical goal from an acute angle. That's his trademark, yeah? That weak foot power finish at the near post that no one expects, no one sees coming. It was an absolute thing of beauty, how he just jinks in, darts inside and out, dribbles with 2 feet. Now, he's riding challenges in contact whilst keeping his balance under pressure. And the moment he just deftly stopped the ball to create a better angle for himself to kind of push onto his right foot, I was thinking to myself, is he going to do it? And then I thought afterwards, why am I even doubting it, yeah? Why am I even doubting nothing with this kid? Because this kid is the truth, yeah? As I've been saying, alluding to, a lot of you guys, sometimes it's understandable. We've been quite insecure, seeing how the club's been trying to get back to the high levels again. But at times we can be a bit too cynical and let the fear override where we're trying to go. And I was saying,
this is why I've always said, be patient. Have no fear. If you hear me out, yeah. I've always had this feeling, yeah, with our club, yeah, that I know what we're capable of. Do you know what I'm saying? I know what we're capable of. So I ain't got no fear. I ain't got no worries. I literally have no worries. No worries. When Levi Colwell got that injury, I was like, and he's out for potentially the rest of the season. He may come back around April, May, or whatever. Let's just say around April, hopefully around March. Hopefully. But like at the same time, I'm like, I ain't got no worries. I genuinely don't have no worries. And look at me. I'm not saying that I'll be an arrogant or cocky or overconfident. I just like, we're Chelsea Football Club. What do you want from us? You know what I mean? Like, Like, some people hate us for some whatever reason. I don't know why they hate us. Like, we bring joy to the football world. Exhibit A, Estevao William. Anyway, let's go.
For time, Estevao William, yeah, this is the future of the football club. I'm going to sound a bit mad. I say he's the future over even Cole Palmer, because I think that Estevao can be the best player.
Listen, I don't want to do that to the kid. End of the day, yeah, we have to. I'm just going to.
NatWest is helping young people feel a little more money confident.
I don't want to do that to the kid. I'd rather keep it as simple as, listen, let's just enjoy the moment, enjoy it game by game. Yeah, that's all we should be doing. Enjoying it game by game. Obviously, we can be like, oh, just in the future, who knows? You know what I mean? We could do slight predictions here and there. I get it. Makes sense. Season, game by game, see what games you predict or whatever. We can do that. But essentially, what we don't want to do is put so much expectation on pressure on the kid. Yeah, we don't want to put pressure on the players in general. We want to celebrate the players, but also make sure we understand that they're a team. That's the most important thing people need to understand. This is a team game. The reason why we beat Barcelona yesterday wasn't because of individual brilliance. Yeah, it was simply because we put in a team effort. That's the key thing here. A team effort. Let's keep it moving.
This planet we're living on right now. And to think that he has that potential and he's doing it playing for us, this can only go down as a clear lake. Egbali, Winston Lee, Stewart, Bowley, master stroke, master plan, because this is how you get back to the top when you have players like this at your club. I had to start things right by discussing Estevao, because as fans, yeah, we're going to get older one day and we're going to look back at these times, these fun times we're going to have. And we're going to be fortunate enough to see Estevao, the rise of Estevao at our football club, yeah? At our football club. And these are going to be memories for us that we'll be cherishing for our whole lives as Chelsea fans. So yeah, I've got a bit sentimental, you guys. You know me. When I see greatness, I got to talk about it. But the amount of greatness there is to discuss in this game today, bro. 1 red card, 3 disallowed goals, 3 goals scored. It was just a perfect game for Maresca and the team. And Barcelona, as I was predicting, as I was saying in my 5 reasons why we can beat Barcelona video, I know a lot of times some of you guys, I see the comments, you lack a bit of faith, you're feeling he's capping, he's talking this, he's talking that. But you guys, when I release certain vids like this, yeah, I'm not doing it all the time. I did it for the PSG game. I do it every now and then. And most times, we get the result. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Because I just knew that we had all the stars aligning in our favor when it comes to being able to execute the perfect game plan to hurt Barcelona. Yes, we all know about the high line. That's not nothing new. But I just felt the details in the game. The intensity, putting them under pressure. That was going to be key for us. Releasing our wingers fast, finding them 1v1. That was going to be something that takes us to that next level as well too. The details, like even in the lineup, the defense we use, Gusto and Reece James, which I said they were going to be playing in this game today. The only thing that I didn't predict, which makes the most sense, was Pedro Neto playing up front instead of Delap or Joao Pedro.
Yeah, no one could have predicted that. Nobody could have predicted that. Even if you predicted Tyreek George was going to play out front, nobody could predict Pedro Neto playing as a false number 9. Nobody. Not even that octopus. You know what I mean? Nobody.
I think that's an absolute masterstroke, and it's just typical Enzo Maresca. I feel like after this game, I can kind of like understand his mindset and decision making a little bit more now. Because if you want to really hurt that high line ridiculously, you're going to use the fastest player in your squad, and that's going to be Neto up front. And wow, the way he was just perfectly executing his timing of his runs in behind that Barcelona defensive line, bro. We made Barca look like kids today. They look hopeless. They look weak. You could see the mentality was too much for them. It's typified by guys like Caicedo, absolute general, proving that this guy's one of the best premium midfield players in the game right now. Cucurella. I feel like we all gas it all the time with him, but his big game records, his ability to just rise to the occasion and announce himself. He's not scared of no one in this game that's playing down his flank yet. The transformation we saw from a guy who was once unsure about himself and has run out the club to someone now who's one of our best players and most important big game players. He made Yamal look like nothing tonight. Cucurella, he made Yamal look like nothing, like any kid from La Masia today. And he just was.
It's true. He made him look like an average player. But what's so mad is, like, did anyone predict that? Do you know it's not easy? I don't think people give Cucurella the credit and respect that he deserves. That's what I think. He doesn't get the respect he deserves, but he's getting it now because we're starting to see why. But like, I feel as though, I don't know. Like, let me know in the comments below, and I could be wrong making this comparison, yeah. Because as far as left backs go in regards to Chelsea's history, yeah, the great ones you know of, and that one I more know of, is Ashley Cole and Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso, obviously a free kick specialist, yeah. Like he was a Barca native as well. But anyway, so he's another one that had a good game against Barcelona for us. You know. But like, the point I'm trying to make is, where did he go down in Chelsea history as so far in your book? Leave your answer comments below. Like, is he our top 5 left backs we've ever had in history? Just think about it for a moment. Like I said, there's Ashley Cole. Get me? He changed the way fullbacks are played, left backs are played. He changed that. He literally changed the game. Like, genuinely changed the game. So let me know. Let's go.
Absolutely unrelenting and on top of him. And when you just have components like this in your squad, yeah, you're matching the Palmers and the Estevaos, the Caicedos, the Enzos, the Cucurellas, bro. And you're seeing the improvements from the defenders, from Robert Sanchez and everyone else. This is one of those games that probably makes you just kind of feel raw. Like, we are actually cooking. There is actually something exciting that is happening at this football club right now. And it feels like we can see the future a bit more clearly now, especially with all the ingredients we got with this squad right now. It's absolutely mad. And we're going to add Kenda and a few other guys next season too. Wow, it's exciting times. I can't help but saying it, man. But obviously, I can't end this review without discussing some of the big match points as well. And, you know, I was talking about how we was exploiting the high line. I feel like we have to discuss that a little bit more. Now, I've watched a lot of Barcelona, and I've seen many a game where teams are able to score against them, but they're constantly ruled out and disallowed. And that happened to us around 3 times. You know, you're seeing the moments come from Enzo Fernandez right near the start. Other moments coming from other players as well too. And I just felt like Maresca had the perfect antidote to kind of cause as much mayhem.
And do you know what? Although Lamine Yamal wasn't playing in a game against Newcastle when Newcastle played Barcelona, Newcastle did a pretty good job against Barcelona as well. Do you understand? So, I don't know. Maybe people have found out about how to play against teams that play a high line, but the masterstroke of playing against a high line and scoring goals is keeping a clean sheet. That's the main thing, and that's what we done very, very well. But let's keep it moving. I say Newcastle did well, but the result wasn't the result that they wanted in it.
Against that high line. Barca's weaknesses, they don't press properly from the front. And outside of that opening chance from Ferran Torres, where I don't know how the hell you miss it, but actually it's no surprise because that is Ferran Torres at Barcelona. You know, he needs 5-6 chances before he scores a goal. That was the only moment we gifted Barcelona, and they didn't take it. And they can hold the L for that, yeah? Because against teams like us, if you're not scoring those frees, you got no chance. And I love that I can actually even say that confidence with vim to you guys, because that is the team that it looked.
Oh yeah, mind you, no. They lost 2-1, but I was thinking, I'm sure they scored, but it was ruled out. There was a couple. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Looks like we're starting to become right now. It's not just talk, it's not just cap, but this is actually real life that's happening with the team right now. It's exciting, but that moment just seemed to just wake us up to kind of fight with even more clarity, even more. And you know, Malo Gusto, I hope he's back for Arsenal. I thought he had a stunning game against Barcelona today. The recovery challenges, the last-ditch tackles. It's a shame that slight little knock from Lewandowski, but it seems like he was taking off for precautionary measures, which makes the most sense. But you can see what this guy adds when he's, as I keep stressing,
we'll see what happens. We actually take things game by game.
Just helping create those triangles in the final third, being that option for guys all across the Barca, playing with that four-man defense against inverts. We just always had that extra guy everywhere in the middle of the field and out wide to deal with all their threats. Like, bro, I was gassing up Cucurella. What did I do in this game realistically? Outside of like one shot Sanchez easily dealt with, what did he really do? At all. This was surprising to me because this guy absolutely cooked Athletic Bilbao over the weekend with some ridiculous play, I have to say. And this guy couldn't rise to the occasion today. Not at all. I'm seeing...
Is it because he couldn't rise to the occasion, or is it because he was nullified? Because when you're nullified, you can't rise to the occasion.
Like the positives in terms of just the pressure and the mentality too, to force mistakes, to force those turnovers. We didn't allow the Barca boys, and most importantly, Frankie de Jong, to knit nothing together. De Jong was getting brushed off the ball time and time again.
Too easy.
Yeah, he had no one to pass to because those angles were getting closed off. He was under pressure from Reece James and then Andre Santos afterwards. That was Barcelona's only real threat to allow them to kind of play out against us and try and stop some moves in behind. And we completely nullified that. It was an incredible,
exactly what I said,
proactive performance where it was attack versus attack. We didn't come in to defend. We didn't come in to pay respects to Barcelona. We are playing a type of football that made Barcelona...
The best type of respect when you're playing football is to play your game and aim to win. That's how you pay respect. I never understand the notion, and you can let me know in the comments below, in regards to if a team plays not as their best and defends and whatever. We're at home. F that. We're at home. What are we talking about?
Have to question what they were doing. And they didn't have any answers to nothing that we brought to them. That's what I'm loving under Enzo Maresca. Playing this type of way. Not playing reactively all the time. We've done that a lot. We've won a lot from that. But a lot of us Chelsea fans always thought to ourselves, but we can be more than that. We can be more than just a reactive team that wins. We can be the proactive teams that force the opposition to bowing down to us, to making mistakes against us, and we're going to capitalize and dominate. I feel like this is what we can start to think about under life of the squad that's still growing and this manager that's currently at the ranks at this football club. It was beautiful stuff to see, man. It really was. And I think obviously discussing the goals, the first goal, thoroughly deserved, especially after Enzo was disallowed twice. And then Pedro Neto, you know, kind of telling you what the problems that Barca was going to have by, again, going one-on-one against the keeper we're not able to get the finish off.
Yeah, I remember that.
But another aspect in which I thought we were definitely going to get a lot of joy against them, which I said in my 5 reasons video, was set pieces. And yet again, short set piece OP came in to help us break the deadlock. Thought it was masterful. The timing as well too. It's fine margins and fine lines, but we was able to take advantage and exploit it. Cucurella drilling a ball across goal. And then a bit of fortune, which we created for ourselves. Kunde scores the own goal. After that moment, Barca's heads were lost, and they made things.
It's so mad when you deep how Kunde rejected Chelsea to go to Barcelona, and he scores an own goal. Like, there's some things in football you just literally can't make up. You literally can't make it up. You literally can't.
Bars for himself when Ronaldo Araujo stupidly got himself sent off because the pressure he was asserting. You know, when you apply this type of pressure and play proactive, you force the opposition into making dumb mistakes.
True.
This is the beauty of this type of football, yeah. And obviously going into the second half of 10 men, it allowed us the possibility now to think of the Arsenal game. Now, this is the big test against Arsenal. That will be a completely different game to this game that we played tonight. And this is where we can really gauge how close we are come this weekend, right?
No.
But as I already alluded to...
never ever do that to see how close we are. No. Yes, Arsenal are a different side. And I understand that. And I respect that they're a different side in comparison to Barcelona. I respect that at the end of the day, we're going to have to test. No, it's not about testing where we're at. We're world champions. We are world champions. And we can say that for 4 years until it's time to play the Club World Cup again, and probably retain our trophy. I say probably. The aim is to retain it, naturally. However, look, the problem is, never the problem. The solution to this is Enzo Maresca. One thing I like about Enzo Maresca as a manager, he knows when he's thinking straight, nobody, he knows how to be tactically astute per game. Tactically astute per game. He may get a few things here wrong now and again, but that's life. Do you know what I mean? That's football. We move on. However, the problem is we have to remember Enzo Maresca is the type of manager that will find a way to ensure that we get a result. And how it's done, I don't know. Like, I didn't know how we were going to beat Barcelona. I had a feeling we would. I'm not going to say how I feel about the game against Arsenal. I'll leave that for the time. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's just say this. With Liam Delap having that goal, against Barcelona, and Estevao William playing as well as he did against Barcelona, and João Pedro not even, I don't think he even started. And Cole Palmer, you never know what's going to happen. This is the thing. This is what I like about our squad. The unpredictability. You can't really predict what's going to happen. Let's go.
For gassing up Estevao William with that magnificent solo effort. When you're scoring goals like that, what hope does the opposition really have? Now, I know some of the commentators will be like, Barca still playing high line against, with 10 men against an inverted team that's always going to have even like an extra man in every type of position on the field. It's madness. But there was nothing else they could realistically do. And it just encouraged us, of course, to keep on attacking. But we played smart. We didn't force it. That's what I really like, because they knew the game was won, and Arsenal's now the big game this weekend. But I think one of the moments I really liked in this game was seeing how the team created the first moment for Liam Delap to score today. Another masterful passage of play. I thought Pedro Neto, excellent. 3 great games from Pedro Neto on the bounce. That's what I want to see. Constant menace and constant thorn. Bullying Kubasi. Running centrally. He plays the right pass at the right time to release Enzo Fernandez, who just has to play the pass behind to allow Delap to score his first goal. Just the details, the effortlessness behind things. I loved it, man.
Like what he said, the details. And this is what I was trying to say. When it comes to Enzo Maresca, he is tactically astute. He is tactically astute. And I appreciate that we have this type of manager. Before, I was like, what's Edinburgh's could do? Now, I understand. It's not even just that I understand. I have faith that Chelsea are going to do what Chelsea does. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's go.
I really did. And real talk, you guys, the only disappointing thing, it's mad I'm even saying this, but the only disappointing thing is that I low-key, I wish that we played Barca with, 11 versus 11 and beat them that way, because then it makes our win undeniable. We know how Paris Saint-Germain tried to kind of gas up how, we didn't have all our fitness back for that final yap. Barca will have an excuse this game. But these teams are understanding is that we forced them into making these mistakes and into being inferior. And that's the most exciting thing, man. And you're seeing it, not just from the star guys like your Caicedos and co, bro, from the squad guys now, like Andre Santos, back-to-back great games, general midfield. Garnacho, terrorizing Koundé on the left, is coming on too. When everyone now is up here, bro, it feels like, is this where the season really starts to begin? Anyway, my friends, I'm absolutely proud of what I saw from the team tonight. And I just had the sneaking suspicion that maybe we might be doing some interesting things in the Champions League this season, because I kind of feel like, a lot of things aligned where I think this tournament makes even more sense for us than even the Premier League. So I'm really excited to see just how far we progress in this year's CL. So my friends, man, let me know your moments again, who stood out for you, and how you're feeling about Arsenal this weekend and GBFC. This is Blue Lines TV. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you guys soon.
Up the Chelsea,
Love.
up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea. Hey, listen, I would have reacted to this. I'm not going to lie to you. But it is what it is. I can't look at the timing. Maybe another time, another day. I don't know. Who knows? But, let's go. Let's see what people say in the comments. Shout out to Eunice, though. As you can see, I really like this already. And the I Couldn't Laugh is back. We pray for more of it all season. It was seeing Delap score again. Fernandez moving out of pitbull. Listen. The team did a great job. This is what it is about. Beating Barca in style and breaking their record in the process, and making a record in the process as we do. Because he's like Estevao's like one of the third youngest to score in 3 consecutive Champions League matches. So that's another stat. And I wanted to bring up something. I don't know if I can find it. But basically, in fact, it doesn't even matter because it's all past tense. But like, what I'm going to say, well, technically, this game is technically past tense, but it's still this season. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is like we've actually have a solid performance at home against Barcelona. Do you understand? Against Barcelona. So is this result a surprise? No. You know what I'm saying? No. Like, you just have to be there. If you're a Chelsea fan, you understand. But anyway, look, shout out to everyone watching. Shout out to the new subscribers, the returning subscribers. If you are new here, then I suggest you hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, especially if you're a football fan. I've got more content coming on the way, especially if you're a Chelsea fan. But not only that, I need you to also remember I do other type of content. So support that content as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, get me, and turn on your post notifications, and whenever I go live, I post content, you'll be able to watch there and then. Yeah? But anyway, yeah.